Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate your support in whatever fashion it comes. Another player feature here for you with Madogthefirst. We've seen him before. He's now grinding his 103 forward to the tier 10, and he has a pretty fantastic game here in a 3-5-7 on Erlenberg. He's also platooned with 8 Hussars. And their clans are CSA 1 for Mad Dog, the first of his name, and 8 Hussars from Rohan. They're going to head off to the west side looking for the alleyway fight down by the castle in a van down by the river. Alright, the T-100 Bulldog go up and scout early, and that is great information. We need to know who is coming up to the castle. The 103 and the 111-4 have a pretty good possibility of pushing depending on what comes their way. The grill on the other team is soft. They've got a medium and of course the JPZ. So one of the questions will become, where does that JPZ go? The 103 is a great hold down fighter. There are several hold down positions up here by the castle, and it looks like Mad Dog is going straight for them. The WZ is not quite as good, but it is capable, and it looks like they're both going to work as a team going up to the right side of the castle and working up on the ramp here. The E50 says he's bailing on the east, probably not a bad idea since there's only 3 of them over there, and the JPZ is trundling ever forward. Looks like the near entirety of Mad Dog's team has come over to the west side, and that can be useful if they can jump all over whatever tanks show up over here, and there just isn't anything, so that's strange. What's going on here, Mad Dog? Coming around the corner and just pushing. Now this is pretty typical of good players. If you don't find someone there, keep pushing carefully forward till you do find somebody, as opposed to sitting behind a bush or on a ridge, hold down and go, yep, here's my hold down spot, this is where I fight, and I'll just stay here. But now the SA is pretty apparent what's going on. The entirety of the enemy team's on the other side, and we have what I like to call a ring around the rosy event going on right here. I'll knock down the minimap just a tad, and you can tell that there's not a single enemy tank on the side that Mad Dog is currently on, and there's only a couple of his team on the other side. He had 2 options there. He could have swung back around and gone back to his cap to defend, or he could keep on pushing up in here. Typically I would go back the other way, but the thing is there are so few enemy tanks over here that pushing is probably not a bad idea, because they can come around from multiple directions on the enemy. If you're careful, this can work once you get the enemy into a crossfire, but because that hill is pretty well defensible, it's also difficult to push. So let's see how they end up doing this. Coming up, he's using these buildings. This is wise. Give him as much cover as possible, but he is going to now end up with guys on his side. So as long as he's unspotted, that's not a problem. Uh-oh. Now they know he's there, and literally that's the first time they have any SA where he is, but they have to know that there's quite a good force pushing in on them over here. His team has lost 2, theirs has lost 1 so far. Looking for shots carefully. I can tell that he wants to get up to this ridge because he can stop getting shots like that on him from the side, which is a major bummer. The Karen hits him. Nice shot on the move. 103 has an excellent accuracy, has excellent accuracy, has excellent accuracy, so shooting on the move is not a bad idea. And now it is just a clinic of poking and fighting. So there goes the 8.8. Mad Dog's thinking, somebody please kill that near dead. Now we got a tank right here, he wants some, and he's got to watch the 8.8. So the 8.8 is sort of opened up another front on Mad Dog, so he has to keep checking that, and that's a bummer, because if someone can get rid of him, that would be good. And now he's found the JPZ. Well, that's even a bigger bummer. The Hawk wanted to do the same thing. He figured if he got over there, he'd start doing some scouting, maybe get up on his side, but the Hawk gets punished and he runs away. Hawk is dangerous. He can come around and do things like this. Mad Dog got a shot on him. Now he's spinning, and now he's got his turret backwards, and that's a bummer. And he's just trying to avoid getting shot in the back of the turret, which he does. And the JPZ wants to peek over and take a shot. Holy cow, now we've got a T-30. And Mad Dog has got to work against a fantastic hold down fighter like the T-30. Both of them bounce. And of course the giant boomstick of the JPZ. And holy cow, there's also a grill. So these are all spotting shots in here. Takes a hit from the 8.8 who has showed up again over here. And that's because he had to angle his turret to take a shot. And that's a fantastic shot. That little hatch on the top of the JPZ is very difficult to hit, but it's a close range shot, so he had a decent chance of getting there, didn't he? Oh, there's the grill. Where'd he go? He just literally disappeared 2 inches in front of him. So a couple shots he's taken. He's up to 3,500. Not bad on the damage, baiting a shot from the T-54. 103's got pretty good hull. He's got to continue to have good camera work. He's got to look around, pick his shots carefully, and try not to expose himself, because he's pretty much a one-shot now to all 3 of those TDs up there at 614 hit points. The grill, the T-30, and the JPZ are going to end him. But his team is slowly starting to get ahead, and this is not a bad decision right here. He's just looking for shots at that point. If he can take shots on guys on the side, he'll do it. Holy cow, and there's that T-54. And that is a big problem right there. So the T-54's got him down even worse. Takes the opportunity to pop over on the 103. Trying to angle as best he can. He takes another hit from the T-54. And holy cow, here comes the JPZ. And he's just able to put a shot right down onto his lower plate. Even with a look down, he's able to get that pin. And now he's just trying to survive against this bloody T-54. Shooting heat. Wiggling around. Meanwhile, his wingman's at 2%, so they're both really on the edge. And this is kind of where the game is in the balance with 2 of their best players over here. Gets a hit on him and is able just to soak up that shot with his track. And now he's just trying to move. All right, dude, you're going to miss. Going to miss or maybe hit a weird angle. He's able to do that. And now he just, somebody please kill this 54 so I can turn my attention to the rest of these guys up above me. Now I think it would have been not, yeah, there you go. He's checking over there. He has to really be careful about what the T-54 is doing, but he's also got to keep awareness on the 3 TDs above him, because if they come up and over and try to drop on him, they may be able to get the kill before he can spin his turret and take a shot. The Panther's back there now as well, still living, and he takes down the E-50 with the T-30, so that's one of his allies on this corner. Meanwhile, there's a 100 LT, a 110, and another TD kind of sitting back in the buildings back there. The good news about those guys is they're keeping the TDs above him honest. So this is really just kind of one of those things where you're just, hey, Sloopy, hang on. You're just trying to do your best. And the 100 LT comes up and really just kind of breaks this thing open over there. Not quite enough depression on the 103 to come up and over that, so he's going to work around to the right, where the slope is not quite as severe, and see if he can get his gun up and over one of these ridges over here. Pretty good hill fighting, and there's that 8.8. Unaware, staring at somebody, looks like the 100 LT or maybe the WZ over there. He'd been invisible in that bush, but fortunately Mad Dog is able to proxy light him and take him out. Bounces the RHM, that was a huge bounce. Now he's got to fight this 100% T-30 who has somehow managed to stay there without taking any damage. Oh, there's somebody hitting him now. And Mad Dog's going to work further around. Again, there's a little more flat terrain over there, and he's going to start using this Panther 8.8 as a bit of armor. The T-30 snaps a shot off. Mad Dog's able to beat him to the punch. Grill says, no, please don't. Mad Dog says, yes, please do. Now we've just got to track down 3 of them, and Mad Dog is at 5,522. He's blocked 2,900, spotted for 925. One-man wrecking crew. I might have just popped a shot off there, but would have been a fleeting shot and a prayer shot. Certainly wouldn't have stopped, and that's not what he did. He said, you know what, I'm not taking that hit from that T-30. Oh no. The RHM bounces and adds to his bounce total of 3,440. Takes a bit of a chance. That's timing information. He knows the RHM's probably about reloaded. I think you might. Oh, there you go, right in the side. Comes around again. Really dancing with that RHM, just kind of challenging him to take that shot and hit him. Oh, there's another bounce. We're at 3,900 bounced. Oh, we're going to take the shot? No. No. T30, what's he doing? Gets aggressive. T30's turning around because of the T32. Now we're just trying to get whatever hit points we can. Somebody missed. Looks like the T30 did. And another shot right in the back. And we'll finish off with 6,409. 3,930 bounced. 925 spotted. Fantastic game with 3 kills. Both him and his wingman, 8 Hussars, are still alive. Nice job, Mad Dog. Excellent example of Tier 9 heavy tank play. The M103 doesn't get a lot of love. I actually like it quite a bit for all the reasons you just saw. Mad Dog using its depression, using its weirdly shaped armor, using its pretty dang good turret, provided you can stop them from hitting the top of it, and just putting all that together in a nice package with some mobility, moving around the battlefield, peeking and poking, and just shredding people. Nice job, man. Hope you guys like what you saw. Hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, we will see you out there. Cheers.